All right, welcome to a new subreddit, Facepalm. I've gone back and forth on making a video on this one for quite a long time, because if you sort by top posts of all time, there's a lot in there that are kind of political, but I found, if we sort by top posts for the last month, you get some other stuff, some good-hearted stuff, but we'll still start at the bottom of the page. That way I'll probably have to skip over a few of them, but we'll get some content out of it, at least, and a few good facepalms. Gravity is not a law because I did not vote on it. Oh boy, here we go. Gravity is a theory, not a fact. How many times do I have to say it? Actually, it's also a law. I didn't vote for it, did you? Yeah, okay, it's just, this is what we're getting into here. Oh God. Well, first off, there's a misunderstanding of what a scientific theory is. Secondly, you don't have to believe in gravity, I suppose, but I don't know that your belief of whether or not gravity is a thing is going to impact whether or not gravity exists. Yes, we might not know the specific explanation as to why gravity is a thing, one of the greatest scientific mysteries out there, but I'm pretty sure that it's there. Maybe I'm actually floating right now. Maybe you don't know that, because all you see is just my upper half of my torso. I could also not be wearing pants. There are just a few things going on right here that are possibilities, but I tell you, I am attached to the ground via this chair, which is on the ground, and then the foundation of the house, which is, it has weights because it's getting pulled towards the center of the earth, which they think is also flat. So there's that whole thing going on. Yeah, okay. Explaining that gravity exists, 2018. Woo! Nice work, Dave. LA, the morning commute for Dave. Zoom out, add palm tree. You had one job, Dave. God dang it. Not only did you miss your instruction, you missed removing the instructions from the photo. Is this for sale at a store? Oh God, I hope it is, dude. And this is in LA. I could potentially go and find this in the wild. Dave, you're supposed to use your immensely impressive Photoshop skills to add a palm tree in the background. Also zoom out a little bit more because there's not much room for a palm tree in the current cropping of the photo. And it doesn't look like LA unless you add the palm tree, even though palm trees aren't actually native to LA. Interesting little fact there. They were, a lot of them were planted for the Olympics back in like the 1920s or something, and they became kind of an image of LA. That's why they're there. Unless that I was told was incorrect, but it was the thing. Guess what is the biggest preventable cause of cancer after smoking? I've seen these ads. I guess they were like a little, oh. I didn't see that one coming. I thought I was supposed to facepalm at the ad, and I was like, I knew that there was a lot of backlash about them, but I don't see like the facepalm going on here. Oh, it scrolls right into something that could potentially lead to that. Although, here's what I will say. Just a cheeseburger on its own from McDonald's, it's probably like, I don't know, 500 or 600 calories, which is not that much for a meal. It's when you add on all the extras with it, that's when it becomes something that's like incredibly fattening. On its own, the burger, I'm not going to make any claims that McDonald's could potentially say are slanderous. It's not probably the most healthy thing to be eating, but as far as making you larger, the burger on its own, if you just ate that like 2 times a day, you'd be fine as far as weight goes. It's like the big drink that goes along with it, the fries, if you get a dessert alongside, and it's going to do you bad. The Constitution was never meant to change. Constitution was never meant to change. Put your big kid pants on and take a history class, morons. Okay, now this may be political and aimed towards certain things going on in the modern world, but what I will say is, just factually speaking, the United States Constitution does have amendments that are added that can be ratified by the states. So in fact, the Constitution does change over time, just a thing. And I'm not making any commentary on today's political climate, just merely the fact that that's not a correct statement because of amendments. So that's all I'm saying right there. All right, so my friend Stephan Martin are getting married this year. I do S&M 2018. Hey, I'm glad they're so open about it. It's really, you shouldn't be kink shamed in this day and age. You should be proud of your interests. If you're non-vanilla, that's totally fine. You do your thing, and there is nothing to be ashamed of. That's all I'm gonna say there. Never forget, I don't like geographic names like Brooklyn or London. Your child is called India. That's because it's not related to a location. Huh? Is this a real exchange that actually took place? Is this, hold on, is this trolling? Is it just a made-up exchange? Or is it, I don't know who, I think I recognize these people from clips I've seen of like a UK talk show. Maybe they're just interviewing her, but I don't. How do you, it's got to be trolling though. She has to be trolling if this was real, just for the sake of getting a rise. I'm gonna go with trolling on this. There's no way. You can't be that dumb. That's not possible. You can't be that dumb. You can't be like, I don't like geographical names, but I named my kid one and that doesn't count. Oh boy. What even is this? We'd like to warn all parents about an issue which has come to our knowledge regarding Minecraft. Oh, what do we got here? Sometimes there is a door which appears in the game. Once the player has moved their character through the doorway, they've entered the black web and can become target for groomers. What? I missed this Minecraft update that included the portal to the dark internet. Damn, dude. So it's like, instead of making a portal out of obsidian or making it out of end blocks, you just, what do you make it out of? Is this, I'm trying to think, what resource would we make the portal to the dark web out of? I don't know, soul sand or something like that. So it's a little known fact in Minecraft. You make the portal out of soul sand, and then you light it with a bucket of lava. You jump in, and then all of a sudden your web browser opens, and it just enters an IP into your browser bar, and it just takes you to all the worst stuff you could ever imagine. It's a little known fact. Microsoft doesn't want you to know about it, but it's wild. It's crazy. Whew. Be careful. I don't advise you to do that. I don't know what to say. All video games should be free anyway. They can be reproduced infinitely with next to no effort, so an individual copy of a video game has no value. Like an audiobook is no different to an MP3 file, a video game is just a file. Video games should not be products. Piracy does not harm digital industries in any way. In fact, it's much more ethical to pirate than buy a game. I'm 12, and what is this? Dog, are you kidding me? This has got to be trolling. This has got to be a copy pasta, dude. I refuse to believe that this is this person's original thought typed out with 100% seriousness behind it. I can't. I can't. It's either trolling, or it's a copy pasta, or it's an original copy pasta, which is very possible as well. But no, you can't be that dumb. Or just, if it is, it's just serious misunderstanding of like R&D costs and development costs and how you have to make up for that by selling many, many units of a thing, even though the reproduction of the unit doesn't cost much. Going into the development of the unit in order to be able to reproduce is very large costs. Yes, those pills that you are taking, those medicine pills, right? They don't cost very much money to actually produce that into the materials for that pill. Not a lot. It's just a lot of R&D costs that went into it, and that's what's being paid for, hopefully by your insurance company. Rip Caesar. It's a funny photo, except we're on the wrong subreddit. I'm not supposed to just appreciate the photo for what it is. I'm supposed to read the comment that goes to it. Why does this have 32,000 notes? Just a picture of a knife and a ranch pot. Is there some unspoken joke that 32,000 people share? Yeah, there is. You're out of the loop on that one. What's going on here? I don't get it. It's just a forking picture of a knife in a ranch bottle. There's some kind of spiritual connection. It's got to be trolling again. No one would go on this big of a rant just because a photo has, like, if you were out of the loop on something and it had a bunch of likes, you wouldn't go on this big of a rant unless you were just really jaded and you had posted a photo of your own. You're like, I didn't get 32,000 likes. I don't get it. Why can this little no effort thing get it and I can't? I'm bummed. Hey, is there something ominous and mystical reasoning that this is 32,000 notes? Do people reblog this because it makes them look like some indie blogger? Is there just something funny to this? Someone, please explain. No one say anything. Someone follows up with, this has got to be trolling. There's no way. You wouldn't get that passionate, would you? I guess there's always someone on the internet who's going to get that passionate over something that there's no reason to get that passionate about. But et tu, Brute. Ah, yes. Who could forget that you can be vegan and eat meat? I'm not sure that's how it works there. Yes, I'm vegan. Yes, I eat meat. We exist. By definition, I actually don't think you do at all. I eat meat. I eat quite a bit of it. And no, I don't think I can claim that I'm vegan. I just thought about it for a second. I was like, is there any possible? Nope. Can't do that. Also, though, could be trolling. It's just, you can never know for sure when it comes to the internet. Sometimes there are people who are that dumb. They do exist. But there are also people who will like to pretend, and it could be like a Ken M kind of comment. It's very possible, you know? Engineering and sex are mutually exclusive. Oh, well, actually, I can tell you by the title that engineering and sex are not mutually exclusive, and that in our future, we will definitely have very realistic robots, and engineers will have had to engineer them. But you can bet what the first thing those robots are going to be used for, right? Other than taking over the world and turning us into, the Terminator franchise. It's my future. I want to be an engineer. Sex can wait. I don't know how the two are at all related to each other in any way. I'm not sure when developing this ad why you were like, you know what? What can wait? What can I put aside in order to pursue engineering? Ah, yes, sex. You definitely can't do that when you're studying in school, in university, where a lot of that's definitely happening. But you're gonna throw it all aside because of the specific major that you've chosen. Yeah, I mean, if anything, that's kind of mean. That's like trying to imply that people who pursue that kind of field are going to have less success in, having intimate relationships. And that, I think, is a little bit of a lame thing to propagate, right? I'll tell you out there, if you're interested in pursuing a career in engineering, a lot of women are going to find your intellect attractive, or men, whichever way you're going there. But, it's just, don't be ashamed of your intellect. The older you get, the more and more that is going to be seen as a very desirable thing, right? So don't just, if you're hung up in high school and somehow you have gotten under the impression that it's like cooler to be dumb, which I don't think that was ever I ever noticed that in high school. But if somehow you've come under that illusion, no, it's cool to be smart. It really is. So yeah, just PSA. I hope that's not the case for anyone, but just want to say it. Help us find a cure by buying a mega jug. I prefer the chug jug personally, but complete your meal with a mega jug for only $3. Jesus Christ, how large is that? And KFC will donate $1 to Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. So basically what this is a tax. So actually what you're paying is $1.99. And then there's a $1 tax on this that goes to preventing what you are giving yourself a fraction of slowly by ordering one of these. So that's what's happening here. We're breaking it down. It's not a goodwill donation. It's a tax. Let's just phrase it that way, which is, not necessarily a terrible way to go about doing it. So, whatever. It's just that the phrasing kind of sounds like it's goodwill. But also, it's a lot of, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of soda in one sitting. My God. I want to know the volume of that container, but like judging by the size of an ice cube there, that appears to be probably like a 42-ounce container. Hey, if it's a lot of ice, then maybe it's a lot less soda, but I don't know how dense the ice concentration is on that. Either way, it's a lot of soda. I don't know, even when I was like 5 years old and I go to 7-Eleven with my mom before she went to exercise and I would like skateboard in the parking lot, I would look at those, the biggest big gulp size, and I was like, how do people do that? I don't understand. That's so much. It's like I could fill a bathtub. I can't drink that much. So it always kind of it was mind-boggling. In any case, hey, if you drink big gulps, more power to you. I don't know how you do it. It's more of an impressive physical feat, if I'm being honest. I would just have to pee because I have a tiny bladder. It's time to stop, YouTube. I truly hate the people who run YouTube, from the trending page to the demonetizations to tweets like this. And yet you follow us. Yeah, I forget what the YouTube tweet this was in response to was, but yeah, this was a whole thing like a few weeks back. They did this snarky reply, which was, here's the thing. Even though it kind of reflects on the whole company, it is one person who is managing their social media account, and I'm sure that person, I don't know specifically the follow-up, I'm sure that person had repercussions for doing this, but it is easy to reflect like one tweet on the entirety of the company, but in fact the leadership of YouTube probably wouldn't have wanted this to be tweeted out. It was just like a social media person being like, I've goddamn had it with all these replies. Nope, that's it. I gotta say something. And it doesn't work. I'm sorry, social media person. I'm sure you wanted to vent, but it didn't work in your favor on that one. Anywho, I will say though, demonizations. There's a little misspelling in there. You're demonizing me. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the whole demonetization thing. especially that most of the videos that get demonetized are, it's not like the ones where I'm going over the WTF subreddit, which I could understand maybe if they tripped that off to begin with and then I disputed it, because obviously I cut out anything that's terrible. But it's Minecraft videos. And people are going to be like, haha, jokes, it's trying to tell you should stop playing Minecraft. No, it's just, it should not demonetize a normal Minecraft video. Come on. And it's probably because I'm like, I gotta kill a pig, I gotta kill a cow, and it's like, oh, he's killing pigs, he's killing cows? Well, can't have that, that's real bad. And I'm like, no, it's Minecraft, stop it! Ugh. But anyway, yeah, YouTube, it's a thing that should be worked on. That's all. Exactly, Mom, you guessed it right. I can make something for you. Can get food. Where are you at? Sam's, take a photo. What Sam's smoking? A Capri Sun. Oh, that's funny. It really does look like it in the first photo, far enough away. It's not even a facepalm. That's just great. He's smoking a really, really shiny piece of foil. Damn, dude. Now I want a Capri Sun. I haven't had a Capri Sun in probably a year, but before that, it had been like 15 years since I had one. I always used to have one with lunch. And then occasionally, you know, you always accidentally like poke the straw through the back of the thing and then it'd start leaking out. You're like, God damn it. Fun times. Reminiscing about the old Capri Sun. I don't know if they still sell them. Huh. I'll have to look for it next time I'm at the grocery store. Bodybuilding. Frankenstein enters bodybuilding competition and finds he has seriously misunderstood the objective. Oh, that's kind of funny. For the last time, Frankenstein was the name of the doctor. A doctor who built a body. Yeah. I can see where they might have come from on this one, thinking that it was Frankenstein's monster that entered the bodybuilding competition. Because, you know, immediately when you think of the physique of a bodybuilder, you would go more towards the monster than Dr. Victor Frankenstein, right? So I get it. It was just kind of, they must have had this immediate gut reaction where anytime they see a misassociation of Frankenstein, they just have to correct it immediately. And they didn't think too far about it. They were just like, I must correct this. I have a compulsive need to. And then it was like, oh yeah, Dr. Frankenstein actually did build a body, right? That actually is what happened in the book, right? Okay, you're correct. OP. Sorry about that. For the last, that's probably like the comment this person leaves every time. They just have it on standby. They search through Twitter or Tumblr for the keyword Frankenstein and just try to see everyone who's misrepresented it, and they correct it every time with the copy paste. It's like their mission in life. You could make a bot for that, actually, but maybe they haven't. I don't know. It could be a bot. Anyway, that was it for the last month of Facepalm. Again, we didn't do all time because there's a good bit of political stuff. So anyway, hopefully you've facepalmed a bit. Make sure to like if you facepalmed, and subscribe if you facepalmed. And if you want to listen to music playing in the background, link is in the outro over on Marin Music. I'll see you next time.